Bit of a pre-warning for this video. It's a pretty serious topic. There's an active investigation happening into it, but some people might have come across articles like this one the past couple of days. Regardless of how we feel about P.Louise as a brand, what has been allowed to happen and what has been supported by them is kind of flat out vile. So this whole situation is about Lacey. Lacey, who has now been banned from TikTok. And you're probably thinking, okay, a child's been banned from TikTok. Why is this breaking news? We'll talk about that later. As an influencer, she mainly does and did P.Louise unboxings, played with makeup and did trends, dances, and all the things that people do on TikTok. She's been super successful at it too, getting her own collection with P.Louise and getting 1.7 million followers and way more views. Now you think absolutely nothing of that, right? Cute. Someone has made a career out of doing something they love, which is great. We love that for everyone. Good for them. Until you look at this a bit more and realize that Lacey is an 11 or 12-year-old girl. Now, before we even talk about specifics really quick, just drop your opinion on this so far in the comments, right? Should an 11-year-old be an influencer? We're talking millions of views, PR packages, the face off the profile. There's a few reasons I think no. One, because I don't like children and I don't want to see children come up on my feed. And if they're doing beauty content and you're in a beauty niche, they're gonna come up now and then. Two, it is very much against a lot of social media guidelines and in their written rules that someone of that age cannot be on that platform. It does not matter if a parent or guardian is looking at that page and the child doesn't actually have access to it. They should not be on that platform, because then who are they making content for? And who is watching that content? There are some creepy creeps out there. We know this. There have been documentaries about putting children online and why you should not do it. I just really disagree with it, right? I just don't like it. It should not be a job for an 11-year-old to worry about posting TikToks, all this kind of stuff. I don't care if they're wearing makeup. I think, like, wear makeup when you want, just make it fun. That's a whole other subject anyway. Things could definitely go wrong. And, you know, it's not the best place, social media, to develop your social skills in that kind of environment. They can be victims of bullying or worse, a lot worse. Even children who are now actors and in entertainment are protected under the Children and Young Persons Act of 1993 and 2014 performance regulations, right? Child stars in traditional roles have their income protected. Child influencers like Lacey have zero legal protection. There's one question on if they should exist in the first place, and another that they have absolutely nothing there to stop them being taken advantage of. Talking about brands and their relationships with kids like this, obviously I've just told you my thoughts on this. But from a brand perspective, I still don't understand it. Obviously, it can be incredibly lucrative because kids are so impressionable. But is that not where we should be more concerned? You know, for example, Lacey using skincare and having a routine, which she posted plenty about. I don't think it is safe nor appropriate for a brand to be endorsing a little child to be using your products when they have things like retinol in them and actives in them. And yes, you can make the argument of, oh, her parents will monitor what she uses. But let's be real, Lacey's bedroom is set up like a store, and she actively encourages girls her age to copy her. And we have seen from recent situations like the drunk elephant situation, a lot of parents will just buy their kids whatever they want, whether they know what it does or not. So just sort of going back to P.Louise as a brand heavily endorsing this girl, right? One of the things that went viral recently, and probably the main reason why all of this has blown up, was Lacey's 11th birthday party. This is so strange. As far as we know, the brand didn't directly pay for the event, but they did advertise absolutely everywhere. They gave out party bags and basically used the event as promo. So if we're looking at it from a brand using a child's birthday party as promotion, strange and weird in my opinion. You know why that's strange and weird? It's not strange and weird for a makeup brand to sponsor something. Absolutely not. Or give like endorsement or give money or something like that. But this is a child's birthday party. Why does a child's birthday party have a sponsor? You know what I'm trying to say? And if a brand is going to sponsor or do promo at this person's birthday, they know exactly how much attention it's going to get. And kind of fair enough if it was like Claire's Accessories, but like an adult makeup brand. And I know a lot of people may look at this brand and think it's not made for adults, but here's the deal, right? I just want to talk you through some of the very interesting names that are on these products. And perhaps if you have a child, you could think, would I feel comfortable with my child saying these names to millions of people on TikTok? So from left to right, we have the Squirt Me Lip Oil, that's a refill. We have this bundle that is from a collection of products called Send Nudes. Then we have the Bad Bitch Energy. These are like lip things, I believe. I don't care if they're not. Then we have the Serial Kisser lip something, lip balm, lip whatever, serum. And then the Soak Me Lip Oil. These are just some of the names. There's also imagery and stuff like that. Imagine an 11-year-old, 12-year-old child being like, hey guys, P.Louise just sent me the Send Me Nudes eyeshadow palette. This is my Bad Bitch Energy lip whatever. This is the Squirt Me lip oil. Like, it just does not sit right with me. It feels very uncomfortable. If it was an adult, don't care. Call it penis lip for all I care. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what an adult is buying. It's up to you if you want to buy that product. But knowing that children are going to buy this, but more than that, the parents buying it for their child to go on social media and share does not sit right with me at all. Anyway, Lacey's birthday party. This was an open to everyone live stream event with food, gift bags, dancers, and a famous DJ with a £38 entrance fee. And it sold over 2,000 tickets. Let's just have a look at this birthday party, just so you get an idea of what kind of went down. So I've had to mute it all because there's a lot of music going on, but you can see there's a lot of, there's adults around, there's children around, probably just being chaperoned by their parents. I had to blur this because it felt so uncomfortable to watch. I don't know how old these people are. It was just very, very uncomfortable to watch. I believe that is Lacey's mum, I think. Don't know who that is. But they're just showing off their outfits and all this kind of stuff. Bear in mind, these are outfits that people are going to be wearing to this kid's party. They're nice, but then it gets a little bit more like, oh, this perhaps is not age appropriate, considering you may be teenagers, but you are going to a child's birthday party. Then it's just them dancing on stage in front of loads of people and loads of people filming it. I can see adults filming it. There's a lot of adult heads down there as well. It's just very, very weird. Okay, awkward, uncomfortable, I'm done with that. For me, just some of the dresses, the clothing, the fact anyone would pay that money and show up, but other adults dressed the way they are. Anyway, whatever to the music, whatever to the putting a bit of makeup on. Surely I'm not crazy for thinking putting this kind of stuff online is a form of child endangerment. A lot of the attendees were the same age as Lacey, right? So we're thinking 8 to 12 years old. And I just don't think it's right to set up a nightclub-esque event where they will be sharing the space with adults. But also on the topic of adults, if you are one of the alone adults that paid to go to a young girl's birthday party, we need a word. And yes, I mean an adult with no children who paid to go to this birthday party. Come on now. And for a brand to endorse this, well, not really endorse, this was clearly just a marketing ploy. After the party went viral, P.Louise herself did end up posting this to her story. It says, "This is exactly what's wrong with the internet. Assumptions being made instead of the truth being checked. So let me be clear. I never took a penny from Lacey's party, and I did not sponsor the event. What I did do was gift goodie bags to a little girl who has shown nothing but loyalty, love, and passion for my brand over the years. She's someone who dreams big, someone who supports every launch, never misses a moment, always pays in full, and proudly shares the brand because she genuinely believes in it. That kind of dedication deserves to be celebrated, not questioned. Dreams don't come with an age limit. There's no expiration date on hope, ambition, or becoming the person you've always imagined. Whether you're young or grown, you deserve encouragement, support, and people who believe in you. If I can help fuel someone's dream in any way through a kind comment, a meaningful gesture, taking someone to prom or gifting goodie bags, I will continue to do so unapologetically. Supporting dreams will always matter to me, and once again, it's disappointing to see women in the business judged by a different standard, measured with a different ruler, simply for showing kindness, generosity, and heart. We rise by lifting others always. P.Louise is a businesswoman. A very successful one. To know the extent of this event and how popular it was going to be, and that was going to be live streamed and all this kind of stuff, P.Louise is going to be everywhere. Lacey is basically a mascot for the brand at this point. It doesn't matter if she paid for it. It doesn't matter if you paid for her. If you took money from her, don't give a shit. This is a child's birthday party in a really weird situation. I think people are missing the point, or she's missing the point here. I personally don't give a shit that you gave goodie bags to a birthday party. Fine. That's whatever. It's even the relationship with her, Lacey, and the brand before this, but also it's disappointing to see women in business judged by a different standard, measured with a different ruler, simply for showing kindness and generosity. Totally agree with you there. However, if anyone did this situation, it is weird. It is weird, I'm sorry. I'm just not sold on the fact that a brand would be that heavily involved if there was nothing in it for them. Like, yes, she didn't make any money directly from the party itself, but she will from sales that came from the marketing. And in terms of, not profiting from this event, I found this TikTok. You can see this massive screen right behind Lacey, the main person in this event, just flashing up products from P.Louise. You're gonna profit from this event. You know how advertising works. You know exactly how that works. You're a huge business. You're flashing up products on the screen behind Lacey, who everyone everywhere's looking at. Although we haven't mentioned them or seen much other involvement from them, Give Me Cosmetics, you are not getting off with this either. Why are you allowing your name to be plastered all over an event? Why are you allowing and platforming children to be making content like this? Are you stupid? Yes. This is an example of what P.Louise said herself is just complete bullshit. Yes, she isn't making money from this particular event, but she will be making a shitload from the content that minors are making and posting online about the brand, because she gave them freebies and advertised everywhere. And aside from Lacey, girls like these are influencing. We could go on all day about how disgusting this is. All I'll say is, you do not want to look at the amount of saves these girls' videos actually have, meaning somebody has gone onto TikTok and saved the video, meaning they can look at it later on. So aside from the party, a lot of people, rightly so, have been concerned about Lacey, enough that her TikTok account was actually banned very recently. Now listen, the way people have been reacting to this account being banned, yes, she had 1 million followers and that is great for someone. A child should not have 1 million followers. A child. Not because they don't deserve it, but the way adults interact with this content is absolutely insane. It's weird. It's flat out weird. I'm sorry, but it is. Grown adults idolizing a child and enjoying a child's content like this is strange. It's weird. What's weirder is trying to justify why her account shouldn't be banned from adults. Let's just take a look at some of these opinions here.
Right, I've just woken up to the news of Lacey M being banned off TikTok, and I've got some real mixed feelings about this. That little girl's going to be absolutely devastated.
Yeah.
And one side of me, yeah, I am devastated for her. I don't think it's fair that she's lost her account and all these other little girls are on here in mesh dresses, do you know what I mean, running around willy-nilly. I don't think that's fair.
Yeah.
However, it should be a wake-up call to the parents, do you know what I mean? Like, they didn't do their due diligence to protect the child, or even protect the child's best interests of what they thought it was going to be. Like, if they thought that child having a TikTok account was in that child's best interest, they should have done their due diligence a bit more, like been more active in checking her account, her comments section, being in the videos, not just letting her post whatever she wants. Like it is their fault. It truly is. It's a shame on the little girl, because it's obviously her life, what she enjoys, but like, genuinely, there is no one to blame here but the parents. Like, there's plenty of other accounts that don't get banned. I don't really like naming names. Fuck it, example, Dee and Rudy. She's always in her little girls' videos. I think they're about the same age, the two little girls. And there is a difference. There's a huge difference in the way that Lacey posted and of that little girl and her mum post. So yeah, I feel sorry for her, but this should be a warning. Adhere to the laws.
This is a thing, right? It is a law on TikTok. Whether you think it's right or not, it is the terms and conditions of TikTok that she shouldn't be on there.
The app you're on, or maybe the lounge you're in, and then you won't find yourself in these problems. And this almost like circles me back to my original point I was making about P.Louise and sort of using kids in advertising and selling this dream and stuff. Like, things like this happen all the time to adults. Like, would be devastating for an adult to deal with.
Yeah.
And like, that little girl's going to be absolutely gutted, like gutted. Do you know what I mean? It's just a lot to deal with emotionally, I reckon, for her. And this was my point from the beginning, do you know what I mean? These kids in these situations, these are adult situations, in my opinion.
That's Ravy Baby Talk on TikTok. She lets her opinion be known about this whole situation. About P.Louise as a brand, I think me and her view it from a very same standpoint. It's cult-like. It is very cult-like and strange. Not the kids so much, because kids like stuff and they tend to just follow what the parents do sometimes in terms of stuff like this. In terms of social media, it is very cult-like, and she's very much on top of kind of peeling back the strangeness of this brand. Let's take a look at this video.
Lacey's been banned. What is wrong with people? P.Louise page has made that little girl's dreams come true. She has made some of the most legendary videos and she's only 11. What
She's made some of the most legendary videos.
wrong with you people mass reporting her? It's a parent managed account.
Doesn't matter. She shouldn't be on. A little girl shouldn't be on the platform. Why are you so upset that TikTok have implemented their rules and said this child should not be on this platform?
I don't understand how anyone can do that to her. I've just gone to do a video on her bundle up there and I went to tag her and I was like, why is there only a backup coming up?
You're an adult tagging a child in your content.
So I looked and she's been banned. You guys are vile. Buy her bundle. I'm going to link it below. Show some support. Wow. I hope she gets it back. She will get it back. Her mum and her auntie are amazing. She's got P.Louise behind her. She's got Paige behind her. She's got everyone behind her. So she will get that account back, okay?
So strange. So strange. Imagine being that upset that a child's account who should not be on the platform, according to the rules of a platform you are on, should not be on that platform. So I found a kind of summary online of TikTok's terms and conditions when it came to people under the age of, well, whoever should be on TikTok's platform. It says TikTok's terms and conditions state that users must be at least 13 years old to create and use a standard account on the platform, meaning children under 13 are not permitted to use the regular TikTok app. If TikTok becomes aware that an account belongs to someone under 13, it may remove the account, and parents or guardians can also request deletion. In some regions, TikTok offers a restricted younger user experience for under 13s that allows only curated video viewing and blocks features such as posting, commenting, messaging, or having a public profile. I don't think we have that in the UK. For teenagers aged 13 to 17 who are allowed on the platform, TikTok applies additional safety protections in its policies, such as setting accounts for 13 to 15-year-olds to private by default, and limiting certain features like direct messaging or live streaming until users reach older age thresholds. Overall, TikTok's terms position the platform as an intended for users aged 13 and over, with stricter safeguards for minors and prohibition for standard access for younger children. So TikTok do not want your child on TikTok by the looks of it. And when they do, there's a special type of platform for them where no one can see that content. According to TikTok's rules, your child should not even be seen on this platform until they are 17 or 15. I can't remember what age they said now. If this is a rule in TikTok's terms and conditions, why are you all upset that a kid who is the main focus on this account, why that profile has been taken away? It doesn't matter if it's managed by the mum. That's nowhere in the rules. That's nowhere in the terms and conditions. It is safeguarding children from having the experiences that people over a certain age have on TikTok. That's meaning things like their faces may get taken and used on other posts, like mine does, for fake adverts, for example. Their voices could be taken. Their pictures could be taken, screenshots of their videos, and used for terrible things, right? And that still isn't good if you're over the age of 17 or 15, or if you're in your 30s. But for it to happen to a child under the age of 18, 19, 20 is horrendous. Why do you want this child's content on your feed? We've gone over things, how dangerous it is for a child to be online. Do you know how dangerous it is for a child to be online in terms of their face being online, what people can do with that, their voice, what people can do with that now? How many people are saving these videos of children? Think about that before you get online saying this child has made some of the most iconic videos on TikTok. But people do seem to be split on whether or not she should have been banned, right? But the thing is, it was very obviously not parent ran fully. And why was the account under the child's name? Now, I only know it wasn't ran by the parents fully because of other videos I have watched. I have never consumed Lacey's content. One, because she's a child. Don't like P.Louise as a brand in general. This just adds to another reason why. And I just wouldn't find that kind of content interesting coming from a professional makeup artist, me. I don't want to watch a child do their makeup or whatever. Now listen, although I do not like children, it doesn't mean I don't want what's best for children and for them to be safe and protected. So for a child to have a social media profile in general is very, very concerning to me, because we all know, I don't even have to say it, we all know the issues with this. And I might even link a documentary you can watch on YouTube down below in the comments about why this is such a huge deal. Either way, it's wrong. So as you guess, Lacey's mum immediately opened another account after the ban, this time making it obvious, in quotes, it's parent ran. The thing is though, even if it was for, I can guarantee you she has the attitude of, oh, no one can say anything because I make sure my child has everything she wants, you know? That's the thing. Sure, you gave her everything she wants as a child. You pulled her out of school, gave her whatever material things she could want, etc. But the problem is, she is a child. She isn't old enough to know or make a decision on anything while knowing how any of this affects her life. You are putting her in a position without her choice because she isn't old enough yet to make it. Honestly, this one just has me fed up. Shame on P.Louise for giving, yes, you're like, oh, I'm helping her dreams come true. For profit. She has a bundle with you. Your millions of followers, your P.Louise cult, you're making a celebrity out of a child. Give a fuck about the party. Let's even ignore the party. Up to this point, you have made it so that this girl could charge to have people come to her party and sell thousands of tickets. Do you know how fucked up that is? All right. Ugh. Just something about that brand and the behavior that the followers of that brand show is so strange. It is so strange. It's that kind of brand where come back in a few days' time to the comment section of this video and you will see them try and like defend the brand for this. You know what I mean? It just gets really, really weird. Okay, let me know your opinions down below. What do you think of this whole situation? Oh, I didn't have my lights on. No wonder it's so dark in here. I was like, why does it look so dark on camera today? There you go. Join me on Mondays for a more makeup-based video, Wednesdays for this more commentary style, and Sunday for whatever's happening on Sundays. And if you like commentary reaction style videos like this, go ahead and check out my reaction channel, Robert Reacts, where we look at all kinds of situations from all over the internet. And I will see you very, very soon. Bye.